of this Eurotour. Okay, here we saw a break from Niels Feijen. He came up empty on this break, and now this brings Marco Vogel from Germany into action here at the center court. Marco Vogel, also a player that surely not hesitate much when he is up on the table. He prefers a pretty fast playing style, just like the man from Scotland we just saw, Jayson, who won pretty high 9-3 over Jandor Todd in a pretty fast time, and as well as Tony Drago. So the three fastest players on the tour I would consider are, beside Tony Drago and Jayson, is Marco Vogel on the other hand. And here you see the 5 can pass obviously the 8 ball, so he can just go ahead 2 rails to get the position on the 6. Natural outcome on the 6 to the 7, 7, 8, 9. That's it so far for the first game here. Now he's thinking this side or that side from the 9 ball. You should make a sure decision here, otherwise you will end up right in the shadow of the 9 ball. And he's doing fine. So Marco Vogel, living in the Cologne area of Germany, will take away the World Championship title from this event. So he will keep probably a little bit longer his World Championship title in straight pool. Look at this shot from Marco Vogel, a cross bank shot. Oh, avoiding to contact the 5 or something else. And probably now a safety. Yes, here it is. Very nice, accurate play here from Marco Vogel. They call him the Bird, so that's his nickname, Bird, which is just a translation of his last name. Vogel means, in German, means bird. So you can call him Marco Bird if you like to. And let's see what Niels Feijen, a very high world-class player, ringing world champion in straight pool, winning 5 Eurotours on his account, 4 European titles on his account. So we have really a big player here at the center court. He tried to play a safety and a bank shot as well, in case if the bank shot goes, he would have a shot at the 4 ball at least. But I guess the main attention was to achieve the safety, and he did not achieve this safety. But a long shot, it's only a long shot he left for Niels Feijen. Let's see if he can get his game started with a long shot like that. No, the answer is no. And he left it in a pretty pleasant position for Marco Vogel, so he can continue here his work. 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's still playing with his very old Mucci cue here. He's playing with that, I guess, for forever. So he's a more veteran player here at the tour. And when you see his accomplishments, he just mentioned a German championship title, but this was in 1983. So now you can talk something more, but he also has a... Oh, here comes a shot at the 9. See how he's doing with his break now. He was getting the 1 ball. The cue ball was... he draw the cue ball back too low, somewhere near the 2nd diamond, so which makes it difficult to get the corner ball and to keep the cue ball or bring the cue ball back into the center zone of the table. But he has a fortunate position on the 2 ball. Excellent, excellent speed control here from Niels Feijen. Very soft touch here, so he keep control over that rack. 3, he can just let the cue ball roll naturally for the 4 ball. Oh no, it's the 5 over there, so the 4 ball certainly not naturally. Has to put some left side spin on it to get the position here on the 4 ball, and now almost naturally more playing kind of center. To get a position from the 4 to the 5. So we cannot say which player they will face in the next round, because they make a new draw after that round. After that round in the winner's bracket are 8 players left. And then they continue the double elimination format, and there are coming 8 players from the loser's bracket. And they will meet, they make a draw to the 8 players from the loser's bracket will meet the 8 players from the winner's bracket. And here we see Niels Feijen is in trouble. The cue ball was hitting the edge of the side pocket, so he's not a little bit out of position. He's certainly out of position here. I don't know if he would give it a try to cut this 7 ball in. I guess he's going to play a safety. How about hitting the 7 ball on the left side? Keep the cue ball on the left and send the... He's doing different. And it didn't work. It turned out pretty bad because he left a quite easy position for Fogel. Two times a little bit out of position here, Mr. Fogel, but everything's still makeable. And he made it, so he keep his nerves together, even though for the club in for a club in Trier, one of the oldest cities in Germany, like 2,000 years old. Not a perfect break when you see the cue ball ending up frozen to the foot rail. And wow, this was a pretty fortunate outcome here from this shot. Sorry, it ended up in a safety. Pretty fortunate safety. Mr. Marco Vogel is 43 years old. And Mr. Niels Feijen is 32 years old. Is that right? Yes, it is. So what happened here? I missed something here. I heard something drop. So when he made this jump shot, he made it a legal jump shot and something drops in. I don't know if it was an accident or whatever. Now he's in a pretty good position. Just a little draw shot. He got some angle on it, so it won't be a perfect position on the 2-ball, but maybe a good enough position on the 2-ball. But he really likes to get the other angle on the 2-ball. He don't want to go with the cue ball run into the 7-ball after the 2. So that's why he's trying to use this power draw to get the other angle. Exactly this angle, but just he tried to get it with less distance, of course. So let's see if he can handle this big distance. I'm pretty sure about that. It looks like he's going for high left to go 2 rails position on the 3-ball. And one more time he has to cross the whole table for a position on the 4-ball. So certainly not easy position play here, especially when the 3-ball doesn't have so much of an angle. Looks like he will go 2 rails, high left side, and pass between the 9 and the 5, or before the 9. Here it is. Very good shot here from the reigning world champion in straight pool. And here Mr. Niels Feijen collects his first game in this match. Keeping the distance low to Marco Vogel. And here comes his break. Got the, no, not a corner ball, but it would go. But he got also the 1 ball, additional ball. And he got a shot at the 3-ball. Not too easy, but he can handle it. Naturally, the cue ball will go on the rail between the side pocket, near the side pocket, and will come out of this rail. And he has to choose the speed to get a position, probably for the 4-ball into the left side pocket. From there, it's the 5, which is okay. But then maybe the last challenge is to go from the 5 to the 6. Because the first glass pocket from the 6 is blocked by the 8. So let's check out what he's doing with this 3 ball here. He's elevating his cue a little bit, maybe to avoid to run into the 7. That's it, and then he played the position I mentioned. Here it is. It's pretty straight in it. He can play a stab shot, or I guess he got enough angle to make a follow shot, high right side, to bring the cue ball maybe a little bit closer to the center if he likes to. And he like. Here comes the key position, 5 to the 6 ball. I would consider that almost perfect. Surely good enough to make the 6. The position for the 7 is a little bit delicate. He would need to use right side spin here. Or to go low left around the 8. No, he's going for the right side spin and achieved a pretty good position on the 7 ball, so I would consider that game history. And now just a 2-rail position with some right side spin to get a shot at the 9 ball. 1, 2 rails. And here comes the 9. So, Niels Feijen. Dry break, so he could make 1 ball, the corner ball, but not enough balls crossing the head string. Probably the 1 ball was catched by the edge of the side pocket. So it's Niels Feijen's turn to the table. But if he don't like the situation, he can give it back to Marco Vogel. So it's an option. On a dry break, you have the option to give it back to your opponent. And he's playing a safety, not too bad. Niels Feijen has a shot at the 1 ball, but cannot do much with it unless you want to go for a pretty long bank shot. I don't even know if it's possible to pass the 7, but I guess yes. But normally this is not a serious solution here. Is it? Looks like he's trying to park the cue ball somewhere near behind the 6 ball. So he's trying to hit the 1 ball on his left side and bring the cue ball over 2 rails behind the 6. 1 rail, 2 rails. I guess he was giving it a try both ways. He was trying to get the bank and making sure that the cue ball, when he missing, in case of missing it, that Marco Vogel won't have a clear shot at this one ball. So he has to kick at the one ball, which is not easy, and he missed that. Foul by Marco Vogel. This was pretty clever from Niels Feijen here. So as a top player in pocket billiards, you have to be also very creative. You need lots of angle here on the 3 ball to go all the way down to the 5 ball. You just have to make a decision if he will go, if he will go for a position on the 5 into the right or left foot corner pocket. I guess he's going to play a position for the 5 into the right foot corner pocket. So just high right side spin, a little bit right side spin. Here it is. Okay, passing the golden edge of the side pocket. Oh, a little bit too straight here on the 5 ball. Maybe he got some angle left, a little bit angle, maybe enough for him to get the cue ball back near the center part of the table. Sufficient enough. So a stop shot here on the 6, maybe not just a stop shot. Now with this position on the 7 ball, he will naturally go 3 rails around to get a position with some high left side spin on the 8 ball. 1, 2, 3. Here it comes. With this 9 ball, Niels Feijen is tighten up the score at 3-3. Oh, he made a corner ball, the 1 ball. And how about position on the 2? No position on the 2 ball, so he will be forced to play a push out. He is announcing a push out. Where could you push the ball? How about near the 5 ball? Oh no, it's a 3 ball. So I mean the situation where the 3 ball and the 6 ball is. This could be a possibility. Oh, I see a thriller here on table 1. We have a 8-8 score between Ralph Souquet and Matthias Earl. What happened here? I don't know, I missed something here. But I see Niels Feijen has to go. Oh no, it's still the push-out situation. He's still going to make the push. And like I said, he is pushing it near the area of the 3 ball. Would you go for it or would you give it back to him? Vogel was going for it, but couldn't get much out of it. There's a shot for Niels Feijen, but the position on the 3 is more than doubtful. Very difficult. He has to keep a certain speed on the cue ball, passing 2 times the wide of the table to get a shot between the 6 and the 9. Here it is, coming back. And here he got the shot on the 3 ball, does he? A little bit too short, a little bit too much draw on the cue ball. So he ended up short here on this 4 ball. Now it's much longer, much more angle than he liked to have it on this shot. Also hard to keep the position. Just let it roll. It will pass the 7 on this side and will pass on the other side again and come out for a position on the 5. Oh, he's running into it. Misjudgment from the commentary. Ooh, this was close. He's fine with that position. He can get easily low left for the 7 ball and from there, and make sure that you have enough angle to go easily downwards back to the 9 ball. And with this 9 ball he takes the lead for the first. And Marco Vogel came up empty on his break here.
Following players onto the following table, start your practice on table number 3, Ulsan Chernohov, Christian Reimer. Table number 13, Andreas Kokiadakis, Imran Majid.
I still see a 8-8 score in the match between Rafsuke and Erkul Matthias. How about our situation here? I guess Niels Feijen is checking out a 2-9 combination here. I guess it's not makeable unless they need to throw a little bit. But how to split them apart? Can you make the 2 ball out of this position into the side? You can play a safety, which is not too easy because, oh, I see now, Matthias Erkoli wins 9-8 over Ralf Suke. This is a surprise. But Ralf Suke is not out of the tournament. It's a double elimination here. From this point of view, maybe it has a chance. The 9 ball is, the combination is to the right side of the edge, and oof, look at this shot. I guess he also had a little help from the cue ball here. I mean, wow, what a shot, what a combination. So Marco Vogel back on the table with his break. He made a corner ball, he made the 1 ball, additional ball, and he got a shot at the 2 ball. Sometimes I have to keep an eye on my neighbor table here on table 17. There's Thomas Engert playing and against Pascal Boudot. And here comes the shot from Marco Vogel. Ooh, he missed that badly. And unfortunate enough, he left a quite comfortable situation for Niels Feijen, the Terminator. And it's hard for me. Thomas Engert keeps me laughing here in my box, always making little signs here. But he should be not too safe. He's 7-4 in front, but that's not so sure. Okay, Niels Feijen got the control here in this game as well. So he's extending probably his winning stretch here. Making out of six games in a row he won. Maybe he can make 7 out of that. It looks like. And here he goes. Just a stop shot at the 8 ball, and the 9 ball will go into the right side pocket. Ooh. He rushed it. He rushed it. What an easy mistake here from Niels Feijen. Here he was a little bit too sure, too fast, and leave the 8 ball in front of the pocket. Easy victim for the bird, Marco Vogel, who collect this game now. Did well, corner ball, 1 ball. But no position on the 3 ball. So he will play a push out. Where would you push the cue ball here? How about just send it to the left side where he's pointing his cue at? Don't make it too difficult, otherwise you will get it back. Here on the neighbor table where Thomas Engert is playing, I just see him with ball in hand on the remaining 3 balls. Now he's on the 9 ball. So Thomas Engert wins 9-4 against Pascal Boudot. And so I missed the action here on our table. Was this the push from Niels Feijen? I would give it back to him right away. So Marco Vogel going for safety here. But he couldn't get it. He couldn't get it. Still left a shot for Niels Feijen. Not too easy. The 4 ball is a little bit in his way. Don't let this guy listen to my commentary here. Okay, here comes the shot from Niels Feijen. Pretty hard one. Let's see if he can get this very nice shot here from Niels Feijen. This was very accurate and perfect position on the 4-ball. Just a little follow here and he will be fine and in complete control over that game. But this time he need to keep the control, not like the last time when he missed and rushed the 8-ball. And leave the 8-ball in front of the pocket for Marco Vogel then. Now this time he need to keep the concentration till the end. And I'm pretty sure that the ringing world champion in straight pool is doing so. Draw shot or stab shot or follow. I would prefer some angle, so he got to draw it a little bit here. So Niels Feijen, the Terminator. I guess it's a 2-rail position on the 9-ball. 1, 2 rails. And here comes the shot to extend his lead. 7-4 now. They always try to disturb me and whatever. Okay, thank you very much. Maybe concentrate on your pictures you give me on my screen here, okay? So what happened here on that break? I missed a break from Marco Vogel. But yeah, he came up empty here on that break. Niels Feijen back in action here. But no shot at the 1-ball. He's going for a push out. Always the same question. Would you give it back to him or would you play it by yourself? What would you play by yourself? Probably only a safety. I mean, normally when you play a push out, you just offer a kind of a safety, and surely not a too easy one. So he can hit the 1-ball on its right side, so that the 1-ball will remain near the head cushion and try to send the cue ball back into... Oh, look at that. That's a completely different try. He tried to make the bank shot. Pretty difficult. That's normally not a serious version here. But he didn't left much for Niels Feijen. He cannot pass the 2-ball to get a shot. Need a curve or he need to play a safety. Just hit the 1-ball on his right side. Avoid the double kiss. Keep the 1-ball near the foot area and bring the cue ball downward to the head area. No. With lots of left side English, he created a little curve and could make it. Always hard to judge it from the camera view, of course. The player on the table can judge it much better, or the people are always sitting beside me. They know it better for sure always. Oh, a miss from Niels Feijen. What a miss. And he leave the easy shot for Marco Vogel. And maybe this will be the last call for Marco Vogel to come back into this match. Marco Vogel has also some youth titles on his account, believe it or not. We want to know. He won the bronze medal in the juniors division in 8-ball back in 1984. So he surely got experience. Okay, now he's in full control over that game. Just need to keep it. Very well done. So he can keep the match open. When he can collect this game on his account. So he stay alive with this 9-ball. He keeps his hopes open here in this match between Ramazan Dincer and David Al-Qaeda. And get the corner ball and the 1-ball on the break. But no position on the 2. I don't know. I cannot judge it from here. Does he has a shot on the 2-ball? Probably need a little curve here to go around this 8-ball. Or a jump, of course. Maybe the player sitting here beside me should check out and go to table number 15 to see the match between David Al-Qaeda and Ramazan Dincer. They are at 8-8. So, he missed that curve. And leaving a bank opportunity for Marco Vogel, but I have my doubts. He will probably not going for it. A safety option would be a little bit better here. It will give him more benefit. Excellent, excellent safety. But this won't give him ball in hand, I'm pretty sure about that. The kick shot on the 2 is very good makeable, so it just depends how will it turn out when Niels Feijen will have a kick at this 2-ball. How will it turn out? And it turned out pretty good for him. Marco Vogel. How is this position on the 3-ball? He's already playing a little bit slower than usual here. Marco Vogel. This is probably not enough for him to make the 4-ball in the side. Looks like he's going for a cross bank shot maybe into the right side pocket. How about that? Here's the cross bank. He made it. He made it. What a nice shot here from Marco Vogel. And this is not the first cross bank he's making in this game. He started with also with a cross bank shot in his first game in the corner pocket then. So he's doing pretty okay so far. And he doesn't look doesn't look very happy, so probably he lost his game against David Al-Qaeda. Wow, nice shot here from Marco Vogel. Very thin cut. Draw shot now for the 4-ball. No, follow shot. Wow, how about that? Follow shot with some left side English. Amazing player, Marco Vogel. Ooh, frightening moment here. Sometimes they really use the tolerances of the table. And now he's doing fine. Look at that. He's going to tighten up the score at 7-7 with this 9-ball. Is going to 7-7. He got the 1-ball, not the corner ball so far. But he has a shot at the 2-7 combination here. I guess he can make that work. It's always the thing, I mean, you like as a pro player, you like to make the corner ball and not actually the 1-ball, because the 1-ball could be your first position. When you keep the cue ball near the center zone of the table, the 1-ball will end up near one of the head corner pockets. This could be your first position, but when you make the 1 on the break, then of course it's a little bit gambling going on to receive a position on the 2-ball or the next coming ball in order. And here it takes care of this 2 combination. Got the 2 in good position. I guess just some high left side English to go for position to the 3. High is not enough, I would say. Center left. He need a certain angle on the 3-ball. So he need to bring the cue ball into the foot half of the table to get a necessary angle to come back to the 4-ball. This is the angle, certainly. A little bit harder and he would be snookered himself behind the 8. But this is fine. Just a very nice soft touch on this shot to get an accurate position on the 4. A little bit too straight, but enough angle for high-class player like Niels Feijen to come out here. Either way, power stun shot over 1 rail or high right to go 2 rails. Here it is. And now a pretty soft shot on the 5-ball to play a position on the 6 into the left head corner pocket. And think about it, there's no easy shot left, especially when you are at a score of 7-7. Certainly no easy shots left on the table. Very well done here from Niels Feijen. Just keep the control now, shot by shot, and he will be the first player on the hill in our match. to get a sure spot under the last 16 players in this anniversary Eurotour tournament. And here he goes, the Terminator, Niels Feijen. Take the lead back 8-7 over Marco Vogel from Germany. Here comes his break. He get the 1 ball. How about the position on the 2 ball? Wow, look at this. He got a shot at the 2 ball, but look at this constellation here with the 3, 4 and 5 ball. Whew. This is delicate. But I guess when he makes the 2 ball, the 3 and the 4 are... No, it's not a... It's a 7. It's a 7, 4 and 5 ball. So the 3 ball is... The 3 ball is quite accessible. But this makes it more difficult. I mean, he can go the 2 ball, he can make the 3 ball, but then he cannot do much out of this 4 ball. By the way, it's Niels Feijen on the table. 3, 6, 7. So it was a dry break from Marco Vogel. A dry break from Marco Vogel. He made 1 ball on the break only, and not enough balls are passing the head string. And this brings Niels Feijen to the table. Maybe I should ask my co-commentaries if they have a nice idea here. Yeah? Surely, I was pretty sure about that. Nice try. Oh, it was the idea from the chief of the technical service here, Mr. Simon. Okay. But no solution here. The 3 ball is... Maybe the 3 ball can pass here. The 8 ball for the right head corner pocket. But the 4 ball is still pretty safe in his position. Wow. He was putting a tremendous something on the cue ball, making the 3. And now, probably playing a safety on the 4, hitting it probably very thin and sending the cue ball downward on the head rail. Or he's going for a double kiss here, playing maybe full. No, the outside part of the 4. Outside part of the 4, and here comes the cue ball down to the head rail. So what to do with a situation like that? Also to try to hit it the same way, very thin on the outside, is a big risk. Maybe you can end up with a foul. You can hit it a little bit too full and your opponent will get a position. But I guess Marco Vogel is considering here a 2-rail kick on the 4 ball. This can keep the 4 ball near the 7 ball and bring the cue ball back. Here comes 2 rails, 1 rail only. Pretty good safety, very good. Very good resave here from Marco Vogel. How to answer that? Any ideas for this kind of situation? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I don't. Okay, maybe we should change the commentary here. Yeah, this idea comes from Simon. Maybe we change the commentary here. Okay, maybe I go there and take care of the technical equipment. Okay, he was using a double kiss on the 4-ball to keep the cue ball behind the 7. Amazing shot from Niels Feijen. Ooh, nice kick shot from Marco Vogel. And it ended up in a resave. What a great shot here. Great safety battle between those two players. So we have lots of fun here. I guess you can see a thin cut here on the 4-ball, but it's not sure that he's going for that. He's probably trying to hit it back from the head rail to keep the cue ball down there. No. Sending the 4-ball near the 7 and the 5. How about that? I guess now Marco Vogel can create a safety out of that. 2 ways. Hitting the 4-ball on the left or right side and just keep the 5-ball between the cue ball and the 4. He's also checking out a kiss shot possibility here by using the 5-ball. Is this a serious try here? A kiss shot try? Yes, it is. He made it. What a shot. What an amazing shot. And the position here on the 5. Marco Vogel. My goodness. What a shot here from Marco Vogel. Great play. We saw great play here from those two players. Now let's see, can he keep the concentration, can he keep the control in this game, which is so important for him to come to the 8-8 and a chance for him to succeed to the next round, into the last 16. Okay. He's okay with that. Pretty long shot on the 9, but he will take care of that. Here it is. Marco Vogel. Tighten. Fine. The Terminator. Oh, he came up empty with this break. Nothing went in. Nothing went in. No corner ball, no 1 ball, no nothing. No accident ball. And he leave the shot. He leave the shot for Marco Vogel. Not easy, not easy. But he made it. How about the position? That's good enough. He got some angle on the 2-ball, but he can put enough draw on it to avoid a scratch in the side and keep a position for the 3-ball. I would say so. Whoa, what was this? What a powerful shot going 3 rails around. I don't know if it's a position or not. We will see it right now. I guess he can make this cut. Man, what a shot was that? I never saw something like that before. I mean, this is an amazing game we have going on here. Oh. Maybe he likes this kind of position just to show us some more magic. Now he will be need to play a safety. Or does he have some more magic shots for us? I'm still amazed about on this shot on the 2 ball. Wow. I guess that's a good safety. I cannot judge it. Can Niels Feijen, can the cue ball pass between the 7 and the 6 ball for a direct shot on the 5? If yes, he got a bank shot option. If not, he has to go for a kick shot over the foot cushion. Let's see, can he pass between? Will he go for the bank shot if he can pass? And will he make it? Yeah, he probably can pass. So is he going for the bank or for a resave? Bank shot. And missed it, and missed it. He missed the bank. He leaved it. Not an easy shot. He leaved it in front of the pocket, near the pocket, but it's still a very, very thin cut for Marco Vogel. This is not easy, especially at 8-8. And he missed that. He missed that. But he's still laughing about that, so he missed that 5 ball. He was doing so many amazing shots. Maybe he should have played this shot also hard, very hard, and just sent the cue ball all around the table. But he was trying to get his position on the 6 ball this time perfect. And now it's on Niels Feijen to keep his concentration, his nerves together, and taking care of those remaining 4 balls. There where he's pointing his cue at. That's the position he'd like to get with his cue ball. Probably with just a follow. That's okay. Still okay, so he's doing fine now, and I'm pretty sure that he will take care to collect this match on his account. Wow, what a thriller, what a missing opportunity from Marco Vogel. But it was a great match. Pretty long 9 ball. At 8-8. Anything can happen, but he's supposed to make that ball. And he made it. Niels Feijen wins 9-8 in an amazing match against Marco Vogel. So